and not have something to rely on.
And that is what we will be looking at. Mike, I'm tasking you with finding value in this, and if you agree, it's actually worth it. For now, we wait and watch, as it will be DRX on the attack inside, Cloud9 to defend. An early look towards A, and presence noted now.
Stacked up here, 3 members of Cloud9, although Vanity drifting away from this, so it would just be Yay and Zelsis to hold down the 4. Still got that wall available. Yay actually armed with a Sheriff, will get an opening tag.
Got themselves a window of opportunity though, Mike. They obviously don't know how much by. They need to make their move now. Yay gonna try and slip ahead, and Yay still standing with 2 big kills. Sheriff to hand, and doing serious damage here. Spams away, does not find connection towards Marco, who does find one back, and DRX not out of it yet. Vanity left in the 1v1. Zest on the other side had a great performance in map 2. And Vanity needs to cool off for a second. 2 big kills already. And Zest closing in, DRX. First on the board, but it was fought for.
Zest just creeping up on that. Even Zelsis and Yay in a precarious position. I mean, Yay still gets his. It's 2 ahead of that. Actually, that second wave is just so clean from DRX. Everybody swinging through the wall at the same time. Looks like maybe Stax' utility going to be dedicated towards taking top 410 control on these A hits. Or at least this early space denial that we're seeing for a second time here towards B.
Buzz noted here.
They get an indication of the stack though.
Yeah, you're already going to pull players over. Yeah, he's gone down, just overwhelmed. Buzz going to send the wave in motion. Taking the site. Actually allowing the plant to come through here as well. They're trying to get into it, not going to happen. Yeah, plant's in. This is lovely from DRX. Clean work. RB, no stress. Beautiful. Prime gaming, flawless. Mike, what are we making of the Harbor in that round? That was quite nice.
I mean, so far, I mean, we're already seeing, obviously, this early space denial. We're seeing the layering behind that fight ball, which is basically going to give, well, cancel out the cooldown almost. And straight away, we're seeing a difference here in plant position for DRX, which is, well, I said, they were one of the first teams.
Mentals running through what they've got. I'm hoping the DRX had gone back to the drawing board. And let's see if there's a challenge now. Cloud9 maybe looking to challenge that wall, or that wave, should I say. And they have actually postured up Yay a little deeper, so they're going to clear this comfortably. Should be quite telling that it is going to be an A piece. Oh, he's going to continue forward, actually. Yay taking a little bit more space. The turret does go in, so that will be defending that back line.
Yeah, DRX almost going to be approaching this fairly dry. So with no flashes, just relies on getting close, capitalizing on this utility, and actually Zest a little ahead of the utility this time around.
Yeah, timing a little inconsistent, and Zelsis all too aware of one of the players, trying to break it down and deny the pawn. Lovely work. Really good positioning coming out from Zelsis there, just to challenge that if that was the consideration. Now DRX need to fall back to another plan as that wave is going to drop, and it does. Buzz with 1, looking for Marco to get the follow-up, and he does do just that. Maybe beyond that would be a little bit too much to ask for, but we look at what's remaining. It's just RB with that Bulldog. 3 players on the other side, rifled up and ready to go, and that backline is collapsing. Yay closing in. 30 seconds, RB maybe thinking he could isolate that fight, but the other 2 sitting super deep, allowing Yay that room to work. And well, that's a barrel noted.
Yay spotted him as well, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to sit back a little deeper now. He's reading that RB wanted to isolate that fight, but he's not going to give him it.
If RB's able to remove another weapon, could be worthwhile, but 10 seconds left now, might even just try and get the extra ult orb. No denial coming through from Cloud9.
All right. That could be it. That's lovely from RB.
He's got the lockdown.
Yeah, oh my god, he does. This is going to either quicken the pace or they have to respect it. They're going to try and find the fight here. RB has to back away. He's got to fight again, RB! Incredible! The lockdown gets dealt with, and now Leaf in the 1v1. Time on RB's side! It's impeccable work from RB!
Unbelievable stuff from RB for the Red Bull clutch. And RB punishes. That's a heartbreaking round for Cloud9.
Because it looked gifted, it looked on a platter. Gotta say, he was able to dice them up into 1v1s, manageable 1v1s, so well. Yeah, that's frustrating if you're a coach. Because that's a tilter even as a player. You're sitting there thinking, we've got a 3v1, only got a Bulldog at best, no worries here, we should be fine.
The worst thing being here, Leaf, C9 make the right decisions, right? Leaf's tagged up, he goes all the way deep into spawn. But then the spacing between Yay and Vanity, there's just no opportunity, A, to deny the plant, or B, to get a peek together onto site.
Man, this is huge. What a game. This is This is a warning signal for me. Cloud9, when they look good, they look almost untouchable. But this is DRX looking in potentially full force. I'll hold my word until we see the full buys back and forth. But again, here's his attempt at that plant. This time, Zels is unable to really question it, and Buzz the first to draw blood on towards Ye. The site's theirs.
The lockdown, obviously there's stingers across the board here, whether or not Cloud9 wants to invest into this. It's doubtful here, but actually, yeah, Vanity will.
Deep, can he go for this? Okay.
It's a very deep lockdown, actually.
Yeah.
It's way ahead of screens, the traditional position for it.
See how it goes. Does it hold? Buzz gonna find Leaf. Buzz onto Zeppa. Eventually goes down. The defuse gonna start. Gonna maybe get it towards halfway. Yes, body blocking in effect. Turn and face the music. RB again. Signs it, seals it, delivers it. DRX up to 4.
Something working this buy round now. Big investment for the lockdown into that previous. Again, DRX showing that they have the ability to use this cove to put themselves in a much safer post-plant position to hold. Yeah, another round that's frustrating to watch.
Oh, this is so exciting to watch.
A bit of a bankroll established already by DRX.
And Ye not getting where he wanted to be, and this has to relinquish any sort of early pressure he might have wanted to bring. Has to now respect the early work put into place by DRX and an adjustment here. Marco actually finding a little bit of room to work. Now, there is a turret up here, and Vanity is playing behind it, but still, I wonder if Marco does start trying to test this potentially. A very different approach from DRX now.
I'm playing very deep on this, and actually DRX find a bit of space in mid to split, and actually the first opener, Buzz will find one. Zeppa will respond.
But Marco won out in mid as well, so they are now surrounded on this B side. There's no comfort for Zeppa here. He couldn't fall back. This is gorgeous work from DRX. This is the DRX that made people fall in love with this roster. So tactical and technical in approach, and now Zelsis and Ye really just out of place on this, not able to find too much work yet. RB, the only one really spotted. Ye trying to find Marco. Still, Zelsis the one to do it. Ye can now stretch his legs a little further. Red's gonna come in, okay, back up to 3. We've got a bit of a round on our hands now. Ye, good for it on towards RB, but how do you break the back line? Ult gonna come in, this gets trickier. Spotted, seen on the cross. Ye goes down, a tap on the spike, but they can't quite see it. They need to get on towards this. Got to take down Vanity and find the final player. Stax has it, and DRX remain flawless in the run here on ICEBOX.
Starting to get space. The DRX have sent this fake previously towards B. But this audible towards B, this utility towards Zeppa is beautiful. He has no space to play whatsoever. Cloud9 trying to get away with a cheeky defuse.
I want to see how well Cloud9 learn on the fly. Do they have that capability yet? 3 plays stacked down towards B long with actually intention behind it. They are getting quite close here. Ye is willing to backfill this.
Much deeper exploration from Cloud9. But again, now they just don't have the bodies to defend a site, so Vanity has to sit back and watch almost.
Yeah, they can't challenge this. They're depending on this squad here, this little squadron moving around the back lines behind the wire. But you can see the preparations there. Ye just going to be brute force and ignorance! And it's incredible again from Ye. They need this man to heat up here if they want to find for anything. But DRX are holding. The plant's still in, and the final 2 were on the other side of this site. They haven't really questioned the plant just yet. First player spotted by Dice. The second will be noted in Zeppa. RB should be all too aware, but he's not. He's overwhelmed. Still going to try and close the gap here. Still going to try and get close by. Buzz going to be playing the seconds here. The crossfire is good. DRX up to 6.
And these are the sort of post plants I was talking about on Pearl, and relying on those fundamentals. And it's starting to shine now. This is even with Ye. This adjustment was beautiful. Great read from DRX though, knowing that obviously that site presence is going to be a little weak. First time we've seen some aggression from Cloud9, but like I said, there's not an awful lot behind this purchase. So now, they have to show restraint.
Speaking of, we very rarely in this roster's lifetime, oh, lovely from Zeppa, seen them playing from the back foot. We have to see how Cloud9 look in this position.
Lockdown removed as well. RB had it back online here, so DRX going to have to find some way to recover this round. Buzz hasn't been given an opening duel here. Zest potentially going to have his recon back online by the time he makes it across the B main. There's 3 players at Cloud9 here. Vanity towards Connector. Leaf all the way in Snowman.
Zelsis to see if he can make it look as good as Som. Absolutely not. Bars up and over, no problem there, no sweat to it. The site's somewhat under control already. And maybe Vanity a little further ahead, but I don't know if he's going to get much. Yes, he does. Slips the net really well, and Leaf in tow. This is perfect, actually. Cloud9 just ahead of some of those positions, overwhelmed. Strike back from Cloud9 finally.
Forcing DRX into an uncomfortable position. You find the opening here onto Zelsis, but not going to matter too much.
Again, remind yourself that 7th round that was converted. RB went down pretty early on, missed out on a great deal of that. So now let's see if potentially Cloud9 can get another one of those. Just get us a free pick, please. Ye's doing serious work on the other side of the map here, taking complete space towards A, sees nothing. So again, we'll allow for that rotation to come in early, and DRX going through the motions. The site take is in play.
Try and get this down again inside the cove. Lockdown destroyed already. Get a free plant and they'll get away with it. The Viper Spear will actually cover the plant as well.
This is quite nice. Pressure now mounting, Zelsis falling. And time now has to be respected. A big response, heavily invested around it. Plenty of ults put into play. And now we look at what they've got remaining here for this retake. 3 players lined up. RB happy to greet them with a smile here. Stack's the one to draw blood. Buzz by his side. It is a shutout. They've got to go away from here. They've got to get that save. You said it had to be flawless if it was meant to be even good for them long-term, economy-wise. They're barely making it out with surviving casualties.
Be able to scrape together a purchase.
Well.
Wow. Not with Zephyr falling. Maybe still Vanity's going to be the concern, but should be there or thereabouts. Big investment from DRX.
So pretty in that regard. And now Cloud9 needs to somehow do this with the light armor coming out. A little bit of a different look here. 4-1 split. Gonna leave Marco to deal with any pressure coming through on B. And there's that ult we'll wait and see if invested. Counter ult from Leaf. And RB's already on the site though, already trying to hunt him down, and RB is just rabid at the moment. He's shutting this down perfectly. That's a Viper's Pig gone, and that A defense has crumbled now.
Actually utilizing the information from Stax' ult there perfectly. Reading that this is going to be the lighter stack. The emphasis has been B for Cloud9.
Yeah, the tap on the spike's not drawn too much attention, really. They know it's all for naught here. Only Vanity to really find much back, and they still need to break this back line. They have no lurk coming in. Still no one on that spike, not even halfway right now.
They have to save.
Yeah, they've got to back out of this.
Stax puts up a second wall. The snake bites can come through, the shock darts can come through, and they can't push because they'll be slowed. It's beautiful from DRX.
Masterclass work here from DRX. Technical capability once again shining. Yes, they will lose a player here at the end, but that's irrelevant to outcome. 8-1 now. This is blistering work. But when you are down 1-8, that deciding map, it does start to weigh heavily on you. Looking a lot quieter here, Cloud9. Not really found that response to this. The first challenge being fought for here. Leaf trying to get in the faces a little and does eventually fall away.
This progress through A though. Marco's going to be tested. It's 3 members of Cloud9.
Oh,
They're actually following through.
He's sitting so deep on this. Marco, great work with 2 there. And he can hold back the 3rd. He doesn't need to over-challenge. He wants it. He's got it. Cloud9 crumbling here. The Prime Gaming flawless to boot.
If they do commit to this investment,
oh,
round 12 is going to be devastating for them.
Yeah.
Besides the 3K from no, they've been in an absolute chokehold in terms of the economy. Buzz going to open this up. Zelsis off the rip. Ye will be noted as well.
This is going to be a horrible feeling for Cloud9. It's starting to fall between their fingertips here, and it's a 1-for-1. It ain't enough. They already had the advantage, and yeah, Zephyr trying to backfill this, but it's going to be perfect for DRX. They're already on the site. The plant's going to be coming in. It's safe as well. Nothing to stop it. Stack's getting away scot-free, and the post plant is dirty to try and break. Oh,
Vanity,
come on! Come on! Leaf trying to pick up the pieces, but it's all for nothing. DRX making it to 10.
Cloud9 barely getting a look in some of these rounds.
God, it's just perfection watching.
Yeah, DRX are playing flawless Valorant here on map 3.
This is going to be the game that gets reviewed by all the analysts. It's going to be all over Reddit looking at all these new setups, the way DRX are approaching. This is the DRX that enamored the audience, that got everyone looking at this Korean side going, oh my god, who are they? And as much as Jay can try, and he is, it still may not be enough here. Another round, a consolation prize potentially.
First time they get away scot-free with an opening engagement, to be honest.
The last round was exactly like this. They had that first entry pick that came on towards RB. I think it was with the Hunter's Fury off the back of Zeppa's early work. And yes, they were able to stabilize, but these haven't been frequent.
DRX still got their sights set towards 8. 2 shock darts, 2 snake bites to work with. So they can still reset towards this post plant.
You shouldn't be losing a 5v3 at this point. Cloud9 need everything they can get here. Vanity the first to be willing to touch the spike. Pings come in and Marco denies Leaf. And now just down to Stax and Marco to make this work. Rez coming in more, bodies being put on the spike, but the spike is still not being defused right now. Zelsis, the second attempt at it now, has to be dealt with. Oh, and it is Stax! Incredible work, and DRX are immovable at this point. Destined to close out this half.
And this is with the res coming through. And DRX punished them for it. This is unbelievable from DRX right now.
Oh man, this is the DRX we have been waiting for. Teams reformed, they brought in the best talent.
But it's got to be confident from the get-go.
DRX should be sky high with confidence here after that first half. Cloud9 need perfection, and nothing less will do. They make their way towards the A side. First step, and Buzz goes unchecked until then. Leaf, great find. Zeppa as well in unison. Walls there, plants in, and post-plant found. They're doing what they need to here.
3v5 for DRX here. Wall's going to seal off towards screens. Leaf will find another. Just making sure Stax is down. All but confirmed here for Cloud9. Well, Marco can pull something off once again. Yeah, but this wall standing so late, it just makes it so difficult to get anything done.
First step.
And it's flawless.
You couldn't ask for anything. Wait with bated breath and see it. Happy to see it. We do go that far. They're able to make this work for themselves. It's no easy task here. A capable side though, Cloud9. It's one of the best talent North America had to offer. Picking up the most wanted player.
That's the Jet. No flashes, it's only really Zeppa's utility. Unfortunately, with him coming off that sky, they lose that second layer.
Stack here, Mike.
With Zelsis coming onto the Sage, it's the same thing once again.
Well, we do have a stack on the other side now. 4 players. Let's see, what can they do? It's just waiting now. Marco finds Leaf. That's not ideal.
That's not good.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! This is not how it happens, right? Oh, in the second round after you did the flawless work and you asked a lot of Ye. Says he needs to be one of the main proponents here.
Vanity has a rifle though.
Okay, that's been heard.
Potential here, seeing as it's still just classics for DRX.
Can they get the spike back? Yeah, okay, Ye's got that. Oh, but he'll go down for it! Is this how they get to 12? Unreal, Vanity's dead!
Absolute disaster. DRX have flipped the Thrifty in opportunity to do the same. With Stingers and a Sheriff to round this out. And this is just classics. I think there was one frenzy in the DRX purchase and it was removed immediately.
Oh.
Well,
Just a gut punch.
That's why you don't shoot Stax' body in round 1.
Yeah, and here it is, 12-2. You wouldn't believe it if you only saw the first map, but here we are, DRX, so resilient in this game. And this map has been unbelievable. Buzz, first found, looks for more, once more, won't get it, Stax is there by his side! And it just looks all but over. 2 remaining, Ye and Zeppa have it all to do, and so little to do it with. And RB standing there. Ye knows it. The final couple of seconds. The Cloud9 Colossus has